We are watching Ella's breaststroke below the water, commentary by Coach Chris. And again, we're going to watch once at full speed. Again, a little rushed on everything on that pullout. So what I'm seeing is the first lap going in on the above water, which was the first thing we taped. She was focused on getting really high in the water, and which is something we've been working on. But as I'm watching her come off the wall on the above water, she starts sitting real low in the water, and we're watching this, she's sitting very low in the water. And you can tell because you can see how deep her hands are. Here we are at the end of the recovery phase. Things are nice and aligned very well. I like how she's got, again, we talk about hands, forearm, elbow being nice and aligned, so that's good. But she's just not getting up high enough. She's not letting herself get vertical enough. Because you can see we've got pretty much the whole arm underwater. And at this point, the only thing, the upper arm should be almost entirely out of the water. The chest should be out of the water. She's just sitting low. So I think this is more her natural stroke. As she's pushing, you look how low the water, her hands are. Okay, at this point, she needs to be higher in the water, and her hands should be just under the surface. So she's just keeping the hands a little too low, and it's causing her to sit really low in the water. Got to bring those hands up by shrugging up higher as we're doing that breaststroke. Going to push through, and you can see she keeps that head up. You can see the head all the way above the arms, and this is the angle she's looking. As she's swimming, move back a little bit. As we get to this phase and we actually extend forward, she needs to get the eyes down. When her face hits the water, the eyes need to look a little bit down and back. You got to spend a moment with those eyes in that downward position in order to get the head low on the arms. If the eyes don't go down there, if the eyes don't look down and back for a split second, at least until you finish the kick, then the head's never going to get underneath the arms, and we're never going to get the hips as high as we want as we finish that kick. And right now she's just it kind of takes the body weight and the power of the body out of the equation when we keep our eyes angled this way. And that keeps the head high, which just ties everything up. So look down more on this extension. Once the face hits the water, you got to tuck the chin a little bit and look down and back so we can get that head under the arms. Again, just really low with the hands. Solid turn. I actually like that turn. She's coming up a little bit. If you watch, she's doing a little bit of a dolphin dive into it, but it's not the worst I've seen for kids her age. So she's actually coming in really well. I want her to keep, again, the head down. Right now she's looking down and forward. I want to keep the head tucked a little more. Just try to get it more neutral, straight down. Keep the chin tucked in a little bit as we initiate this turn. Solid push off. And there, we're already pulling. And we're still headed down. So one of the rules for the breaststroke pullout that I try to teach the kids, and we talk about it, and we need to keep working on it, is making sure we wait till we're rising towards the breakout stroke to initiate that pull. The pull and the breaststroke kick underwater need to go towards the breakout, not away from it. And right now she's doing that pull on the way down. So not bad as far as streamlined path. Just a little loose. And I'd like her to keep the head down a little longer. You can see as she recovers the hands, she looks up. Recover the hands, keep the head down. Don't look up till here, till you take that first stroke. So just timing issues a little bit on that pull out. You know, more patience on the glides. Add a dolphin kick. I prefer the dolphin kick before the arm pull. And you can take that dolphin kick on the way downward. Okay, then do the arm pull once you're rising up towards the surface. Make sure you're getting the hands in tight to your body on that, because you can tell they're just a little bit loose. See, they're on the outside. Try to get them pressed in a little tighter. Get them right on top of your thighs. Nice and tight. And you can see, even in this position, she's got like a high head position. See her eyes? So she never really gets that head down and tucked. She needs to get the eyes down this way. That head position is crucial for her breaststroke, getting that head position down. It's also important in butterfly. She's got a good sweep for the catch. It's just too deep. She's 6 inches underwater with it. We want to get that. We want to get those elbows all the way up to the surface. We want to stay a little bit higher in the surface as well, and swim this breaststroke more like we're a skipping stone than like a submarine. So, a lot of good things on this breaststroke. She does do a lot of good stuff. As I'm watching her, though, really the head position is the key. That's the thing that everything's tied to right now. She needs to make sure she's getting the eyes down, make sure she's getting the head down, tucked into that more streamlined position, pretty much on all parts of her stroke. She needs to make sure it's happening at the end of her extension. You know, she's reaching out, get the head down so that the hips can come up, and that'll help keep her higher in the water. The other thing she has to focus on, though, is make sure she's doing the pull and doing everything closer to the surface. As she's extending, you can see she never really brings her hands and shrugs her hands and elbows up high enough. There's about 4 inches or 6 inches of water between her hands and the surface, and we just don't want to be swimming and recovering in that low water. We want to be doing it right under the surface. So a couple quick tweaks, and that's really going to help that breaststroke a lot. She's got good timing. She's got decent ankle flexibility from what I can see as she's kicking. So she's got decent timing with the kick. It's really head position, really body position, just getting higher in the water and start developing more of that skipping stone breaststroke. We will continue to work on this stuff, and I will see her at practice.